get this clear. Cause I had no idea. I feel like I did too much. I feel like I did too much. Let's get naughty. Yeah, I need all I feel like I did too much. I feel like I did too much. Yeah, let's party. Yeah, I need all
Am I live? I don't even know. Your boy's live. Alright, cool. We're out. We're in. We're in, not we're out. Alright, let's make some loops. Let's get some inspiration for these loops. Pop open Pinterest, where I have my loop boy. What's up, everyone? Oh, there's comments. I've like forgotten how to stream. I haven't been doing stuff for a while, so I haven't been around. All right, we're looking for some inspiration at the moment. Oink. Quack, what's up, dude? Duckerton, that's a new one. Never seen that. Man, what can I be inspired by? I like pink. What can I be inspired by today? Right. I'm gonna do like an attempt at a stylized desert today, because I need to do something anyway, similar for a client. Not really a client, but somebody, and I should do this anyway. So we're doing it. Displacement. Actually, what am I doing? I should be using Blender 2.9. You boy. I'm actually in an online class right now, but I prefer to watch Decky 3D. Hey, dude. I was in an online class 3 hours ago. I feel your pain. I understand your pain. But I appreciate that you'd rather watch me, because that's awesome. S5. Sorry, guys. It's not going to be S8 this time. Actually, it should be S8 if I'm... it's not going to be a loop. It doesn't matter. All right. I know it says... Well, it's going to loop. It's going to be a rotating glass boy, so it's going to loop. I'm gonna try to keep my eye on the chat as I do stuff. All right, we need Voronoi, and we need a baby boy very big. There we go. Let me text my manager. Nah. I don't even know if this is gonna work. I don't want to tell you yet. Blah, 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 blah. Blah. What is this blue line? Okay, whatever. I'm looking at the stream thing, and it has a blue... that's the amount of viewers I have currently. That's very nice. I like that. Very cool. Do you hear music? I don't hear music. I'm whistling. I was just whistling, if that's what you heard. It was that Don Toliver mess. Alright. So we're going to have a half-assed desert here. So... Also, this is super cool. I need to add that to the pack inspiration. Alright, so let's go straight into... What do you study? I study graphic design. That's I was studying graphic design before I was doing any of this stuff, this YouTube channel stuff. But I'm not dropping out. You boys sticking with it. All right, I'm gonna misspell desert. Let's like D-S-E-R-T. Desert. Cool. Hey Siri, how do you spell desert? Is it different?
There are two words pronounced like that. D-E-S-E.
I'm gonna screw it up. D-S-E-R-T. Let's do it. What was the other one? Dang it. Let's do it. Okay, I got it. I was right the first time. How can't you hear music while making things? Well, I have music turned off because I'm live streaming, but I was just listening to this young man before I started the stream. So I'm looking for some shading inspiration for deserts, specifically subtle patterns in the desertness. So this kind of stuff, which would be, I don't know, noise. Let's find out. All right. So we're going to be using cycles for this boy. So that's happening. So I want it to be like that. Bring up the scale. Hey, don't act like that. That's what I want right there. And then we're going to bevel it a little bit. It's going to be a wonderful little glass sculpture. All right. So now we have this going on. We are going to give it a little bit of a solidify because I'm a big fan of solidifying like thick glass. All right. Bam. Damn, boy. All right. Let's make it bigger. Cool. And then I'll bring it. Stop! I make myself laugh on my own live streams. Is that narcissistic? Don't know. But it doesn't matter. Viewport. Very nice. And we do kind of want... Do we? Let's hide this. And add another displacement. But put it above this displacement and make it a very big cloud. Because I want it to be like... So... Why do you stream at 4 in the morning? Well, in Nashville, Tennessee, it's 9 p.m. So... That's why. Clouds. Depth at 0. Size at considerably, like 4. That's good. Nah, we'll do it 5. And then we'll bring back the other desert. And then we'll bring up the strength like that. And then, of course, it's going to need to be a lot bigger. So, like 8. That's good. And then what's a good horizon line? Right here? We'll see. This is going to be a stylized desert, so no need to be exact. All right, let's get straight into lighting, which will be... let's see. Okay, guys, guess what I was whistling? If you guys don't know what I was whistling, that's all right. But those of you who do, cool. All right, let's hop on over to... Are we in cycles already? We sure are. GPU compute. Let's make sure all my optics is on. Thank you, ma'am. And we do not want denoising because that stuff is trash. Let's see. Color, sky texture. Always sky texture. We're going to bring our sun elevation down by a considerable amount. Like so. Thank you, ma'am. And then we're going to want... Ooh. Whoa, you can animate subdivision now. Am I stupid, or was I not able to do that a long time ago? I don't believe that was a feature possible for a while, but I could be stupid. I don't think I'm stupid, though. All right, we're aiming for this vibe. So, we're gonna do it. What are you making now? I'm making a half-assed desert. How powerful is your PC? I am running, well, I'll show you preferences. I have an AMD Ryzen 9, this fun little guy, and then I have 2 GeForce RTX 2080 Supers. But I'm running optics, which is super fun and always wonderful. What are your plans on coming on to Blender Nest? I don't know. I'm super busy, and I'm always busy on Sundays now. And so it was fun being like the first guy of the first guys to start the podcast, but unfortunately I can't be on it right now. But I'm not abandoning the podcast. I'm just currently too busy, and Sundays are like, I had to take my Sundays back, unfortunately, because I was far too busy to be doing it, and I do miss the podcast. I'll say that. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I was part of a podcast called Blender Nest, and it was super fun. I say was, like I'm never going back. It's super fun to be on the podcast. I'm going to be back for sure. Just at the moment, I'm dealing with too much stuff, including tutorials for you guys, and that's taking me away from being able to be on the podcast. But I promise I'm going to be back. I promise. Just at the moment, I'm not going to be. But no, it's so fun watching the CG Matter be absolutely ridiculous. His antics, man. He's hilarious. He's like one of my favorite dudes in this tutorial world that we all exist in. It's funny that CG Matter's actually, well, it's not funny. It's just really cool that CG Matter's been able to make like entertainment out of tutorials. I've never seen that before, which makes him kind of a different breed. And I love that. I love that for him. Where's my camera? I gotta get some depth of field going on in her. Depth of field, focus, empty, bring those blades up, bring that f-stop down. Birdiful. Birdiful. Can you tell Richard to stop? Hey, Richard, stop asking about his coconut milk. Dang it. Who's Karen? Alright, I'm gonna throw my phone away. I mean, I shouldn't ignore my mother, but I'm trying to live stream right now. What's my focal point? First off, this is ugly. This background is wildly ugly. Sorry, my mom just misspelled my manager's name incorrectly, and that was very funny. Okay, alright, hold on. It's a little bit too slow for me. We gotta get this sky right. We gotta get this sky right. And this beautiful piece of glass right. Okay, I want the sky to be kind of a pinkish vibe. I'm trying to go. Need some atmospheric scattering. Try adding gold spheres inside of the glass. We're getting there, guys. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Okay. Here we go. We're about to wreck it. Color ramp. Dead. Don't worry. Pink, first off. Light pink. We're going to go with a blue on the darker side. And then we're going to bring up that strength. All right, we're back. Where's my sun disk located, though? Dude, we're all Jaden Smith here now. It's cool. I like it a lot. There's just no contrast in the shadows anymore. The color ramp destroyed my sun disk, basically. What if I put it here? Well, that equally ruined it. It's not even compatible there. How do I make it pink without destroying my sun disk? Because that's the point. I think we're going to have to go with something like this. Do we? Is it better? No. Wow, we don't know. Nishada looks better, though. I'll give it that. And then... Okay, sun elevation still works. So that's good. And what we can do is, first off, get some ambient occlusion to really accent some fun stuff. So I have to turn off optics, unfortunately. And shading. Object. And we'll get some ambient occlusion. What? Maybe the ambient occlusion will work. I'm trying to look at the chat at the same time here. Whew. All right. COL. All right. Let's get that color back that we want, and then we'll get some ambient occlusion. Color. No, AO. What about color? We getting something wrong here? We doing something wrong? AO's not working the way I want it to. Does this do it? Does this help it? Okay, AO's not doing what I want. And the issue is my HDRI. I could just use an actual HDRI rather than the reason I'm using whatever. HDRI Haven. What's your opinion on Logic's new EP? Well, it's an album, first off. I mean, is it an EP? It can't be an EP. I guess it is an EP because of the... I guess it would be an EP because of like the little the speaking part. I like it a lot, and I'm pretty upset that he's retiring, but like full respect to the fact that he's retiring because he's got a kid now, and like that's the dream. He's killing it, you know. Make a bunch of money, get married, have a kid, get out of there, and that's awesome for him. And I'm so happy that Logic's doing that. It's a great album. I've listened to it. When it dropped, every time I got in my car, I would turn on the album. And I still really, really like it. I'll probably always like it. Pretty bittersweet. Logic leaving the industry, leaving the music industry. But he's like one of the best to do it. And yeah, he's cool. I love everything he does. Let's get that HDRI. Yeah, no. To answer your question, I absolutely love the album. It's really, really good. Or EP, whatever you want to call it. Ducky, what do you think about this pandemic and quarantine? Well, it sucks. Yeah, it's stupid. I don't like it. It's not fun. But that's the generic answer. Yeah, everybody's dealing with it. I'm getting used to it, and I'm having to plan my life accordingly to the pandemic and existing. So just like everyone else. What do I think of it? It sucks. I wish we were like we were before. Certainly business would be better, but business is still good. Yeah. I'm getting used to it. That's my answer. I'm trying to get a Sky because I don't have a library of Skies. This will do. For now. All right, let's get that image, background, desktop. Where are you located? Oh, I can't have to do the add-on. Images backgrounds. Images plane. IMA. Import images planes. That's going to allow me to make it emit, which is the most important thing. Here we go. Emit. Import as plane. It's kind of where I want it to be. I don't know why I'm in shading here. All right. Material preview. Where's my guy? Oh, he's way up there. Okay. Cool. We got some sky. Once it renders. Well, this is not that good, ... Huh, I'm sorry, I'm not impressing you. Majestic terror. There's a thing called working on the bigger picture that I'm doing right now. It's not going to look good until it's finished. Let's see, we need to go back to optics. Let's see, system, optics, let's go. Yeah, when you guys see the tutorials, it looks like that's how I work all the time. But no, when I'm actually making a design, it's a longer, drawn-out process, and that's what you guys are seeing here. All my tutorials are always pre-planned, and the design is pre-planned, so it's much quicker. Yeah, and I don't have any chat moderators, unfortunately. I haven't actually been able to get that. All right, now let's go ahead and get that pink sky like I wanted in the first place. Hue saturation. Oh, that's not going to work, actually. We need to do an actual color ramp. Okay. Now everything's black and white. Let's get to the pink that we're looking for. Cool, 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 cool. All right, we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. Not even sure how this is going to end up in the first place. But we're just goofing around. And then we'll get this thing to be bigger as the focal point. Cool. There's a little bit of CG Matter hate going in the comments. I don't condone it. CG Matter's the best. I love him. He's a good friend. Don't hate on CG Matter. Are you making something abstract? Yes, I am making something abstract. That's the goal here. Let's go ahead and play with the coloring here. Well, we need to shade this, so let's get a little bit of shading going on. Bump. This, and we'll get the shader preview. First off, let's distribute some color. So let's go back to our, so the deserts aren't one color, obviously, so they're kind of distributed in color. So we're going to need a noise texture with a color ramp. So let's copy this hex. Logic got a $7 million with Twitch. Yeah. Super proud of him for that. That's really awesome. So we'll be seeing Twitch stuff. I don't use Twitch, unfortunately, but if I did, I'd be a subscriber to that man. All right, noise texture. We'll get a object, fun stuff. All right. All right. Bring the detail up. Bring the scale down. All right, and if I were to just plug this to the noise, what would happen? Okay, actually that kind of looks good. Better than I thought. I'll say it's better than I thought. Okay, we're rolling with something. The sky is not like moody like I want it to be, and that's what we're gonna fix now with a different HDRI, which is kind of what I wanted from the HDRI, the built-in one, because it's like, you know, it's easy to make dramatic effects, but I couldn't make it pink, and that's what I want. But that's all right. Let's go ahead and get a sunset HDRI. Ooh, I know which one to get too. Do they still have Kira Dawn? Where's it at? There's one that I used a bit. Here we go. I used to use this HDRI religiously. So that's what we're going to use. And it already has that pink color that I'm going for. So that's perfect. So let's get this world. Kick that out. Yeah. The stream and the comments come in a different, the comments come in later. So yeah, I'm reading older comments compared to what you guys are seeing. All right, Kira Dawn. So, ooh, it's already looking pretty. I'm streaming. So watch your profanity.
I was going to talk about my ranch.
What's up? What's so good about your ranch, William?
This ranch I got is Light Ranch.
Uh-huh.
Has 43% fewer calories and 50% less fat than regular veggie dip.
Are you happy with your ranch purchase? Does this mean you're happy?
I'm more than happy. I'm thrilled.
That was my roommate. Alright, so now we're getting that pink vibe that I want, and it's already that really nice sunset look. And what's cool is I can actually rotate it and get even more dramatic shadows. So far, it's very pretty. Dude, he's talking about his ranch. Yeah. Dude, man, you can't hate on William for liking his ranch, all right? My roommate is very confident in his ranch decision. Don't make fun of him. That's my roommate. All right. Let's get those sunsets. This looks like it might be the correct perspective. Let's get that.
'Cause I had to let's get all y'all. Yeah, I need all y'all. I feel like I did too much. I feel like I did too much. Yeah, let's party y'all. Yeah, I need all y'all.
That's what I've been whistling for context, guys. It's been stuck in my head today. Let's get that new background image. So click on him. Object, click on this guy. We'll import just the new image now that the plane is placed. Boom. Oh, wow. I love it. But it does need to go down a little bit because I don't want to see the mountains. That messes with just everything. So bring it down. Killing it. We're getting there. Already happy. Already pretty happy. Oh, I love it so much already. I do want to get some imperfections going on with this glass, though. So, who do I go for inspiration for that? Probably A for you. Oh, F-Render. Yeah, I think these let's see. My friend, I can never I think it's spelled differently here on YouTube, but my buddy OPSTYIX Opstix, I'm gonna say Opstix. He's in the chat, boys. I'm making the loop I'm making, the camera's not gonna move, but it's gonna be like this pretty glass loop. Hey look, it's Drake. But now I'm going in for some glass texture inspiration because I can't really think of anything off the top of my head very well. But that's my friend. What are we doing here? See, he is really good with glass, doing some awesome stuff. That can be done with Voronoi and some noise. So we can possibly go with that. So this is my process. If none of you saw the process video I made, I generally like to draw quite a bit of inspiration from people that I really enjoy looking at. And so this is what I'm going to go after in terms of inspiration. So noise texture, more rough in the actual essence of it. So we're going to texture this guy now. Am I in optics? I think I'm in optics. Yeah. Okay. All right. Glass time, baby. Sverchuk? No, I'm not using Sverchuk. Fortunately, I cannot use that. I tried it. All right, but yeah, no, I can't use Sverchuk at the moment. All right, BUM. Let's get that bump texture going on. COL. We're gonna pop that into the roughness, and we're gonna get our noise. Get the noise texture. Did you eat more ranch? How's your ranch?
I didn't eat more ranch. I ate more light ranch. I got my belt because
Do you want to be sponsored by Ranch, William?
yeah. But I do gotta tell you that I had to get my belt because my pants keep falling.
Is that because you eat too much ranch?
No, it's because I don't eat enough.
Designs by Will J. The voice you guys just heard is the man who designed my logo. Fun fact. That guy's great. Alright. Let's bring that strength down. Bring this up. Strength down. How am I feeling about this? We need to go to actual render view. Thank you, W Rasher, for the $2 or the $1.9. I really appreciate that. Super generous. All right, here we go. Now we're getting something mildly interesting. Yes. Okay, now we have a more interesting glass going on, which is what we want. Ranch! Team Ranch. Alright, cool. So now we got a little bit of roughness going on. So if I'm going to look at the overall vibe of my image here. Big fan. Let's go back to shading. Make this portion... I want the darker part to be a little bit more dramatic because we need some more play. Okay, that looks better. It looks better. Whoa! We're already getting something freaking awesome. Big fan. Hold on, let me tell my manager. That's not my manager. Hey, I'm streaming right now, I'm working on the design for that song for the girl. I forgot her name. Did any new updates about the ranch?
I'm expecting a bottle of ranch tutorial.
You guys do for sure expect that. All right, let's check out the render, see how we're looking. All right. We need to add a lot more things to this to make it better, but we have the bones of the render animation thing, so we're gonna go ahead and save it. Yeah, I'm a terrible person. Haven't saved yet. I think if I added some haze to this, whew. And then I want this to be more subtle. Would you ever make a node tutorial explaining color ramp, bump, and noise texture nodes? Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you watch, it's a lot to ask. But if you watch every single one of my tutorials, I guarantee you would feel super, super comfortable. I just slurred my words. You would feel very, very comfortable with node editing. But of course, no one has the time to watch every one of my tutorials, and it's hard to put it in one video. But I am working on an animation course, and if you were to watch that, you would feel very comfortable with it as well. And that is yet to come out, but it will be coming. Sorry, I got a burp. That'll be coming out pretty soon. I promise. So let's go ahead. I'm going to make this guy emissive. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, no, it's fine. He's doing what I want. Okay. So he's going to have like a pink vibe to him. An emission material. So kind of a pinky emission material. To add some interest. All right. Tell William Adam says hi. I will. Oh, wait, he's on the phone. I would call him right now and tell him that, but he's on the phone with his woman. He's got a woman now. He's not my friend anymore. Just kidding. That last part. All right, let's see. Let's see how cool this will be. All right, we got some fun going on with our new cube with a strength. We'll give it 100. Oops, that's 10. And what I want to do, this is a fun little hack. See how this is just one straight color? It's not that interesting. I want it to be an interesting. I want it to be like a cool, interesting look. So, and what I mean by that is just like not one flat color. So here's how I'm going to do that. And it's with layer weight. So I'm going to get some cool layer weight fun going on. And really try to exaggerate this situation. So first off, I need to do a little bit of modeling on him because he is very angular and I want him to be... Wow, look at that. All right, so I'm going to kill the solidify and go much harder on the beveling. Okay, so basically I want it to be more of a cylinder so that the layer weight can behave. I want it to, okay, so now that's what I want. Okay. So now we'll go back to layer weight, and this is going to look more like a fluorescent light rather than what it was looking like initially. So right now it's backwards. There we go. Okay. So that's what I'm looking for. And we'll make this that pink, super dark. Actually, black will just have to do. Linear to B-spline. And then work on the brightness here. Okay, so now you can see it's super subtle. But instead of that, we have that. And once we put that glass back in there, it's just going to look better overall. And again, it's like a petty thing. Why are you an orthographic? This is not orthographic. Someone asked me that. So overall, it becomes more dynamic and it makes it look better. And that's the goal with what happened here. So we're going to give it like a strength of like 300 so we can actually have some cool stuff. Because if we were to go and turn off this HDRI, he'd still be kind of emitting some light, and that's always fun. But we don't want no emission. All right, so now we have this fun stuff. I'm curious if I were to render this, if the glare node will even work. All right, so we'll go here to compositing, use nodes. I think my comments stopped coming in. It always happens when I'm streaming. We have to make a new window here. Okay, so we'll get the glare node here. Cool, cool. It does work. All right. Fog glow. Cool. So when if I were to finish this render, the glare.
Are you standing up? Then sit down. Now stand up again, cause it's time for the Manscaped summer sale.
Again. All right. So, okay. Actually, I'm gonna keep this going. We'll get. So I can actually see what's happening. All right, so far this looks awesome. I'm a big fan of it. Fit. Now, what I want to do is, come on now.
Sit down! Now stand up again! Cause it's time for the Manscaped summer sale!
Get the animation of it. Okay. Actually, I'm going to keep what I'm going to do. We'll get is I'm going to take this guy so I can actually see what's happening. We're gonna go. All right, so far this looks awesome. I'm a big fan of it. To fit this guy. Now, what I want to do, so when he animates, come on now,
sit down now
before actually parent them.
Now stand up again. Cause it's time for the Manscaped summer sale.
Get the animation of it.
Okay.
So
First,
first,
what
so
these guys need to be
we'll just
standing
take this
straight
guy.
up.
So I can actually see what's happening.
So
We're gonna go.
all right. So far this looks
this
awesome.
guy.
This
I'm
guy
a big
can
fan
be
of it.
parented to
Fit this guy.
Now,
He-
what I want
so
to
he's
do.
standing straight up. Which is
So
what
when he
is
animates
frame.
they
Sit down! Now,
before actually parent them.
now stand up again! Cause it's time for the Manscaped Summer Sale!
We want to leave
Yes.
the
This
animation.
particular entity here.
because he's making
first,
the,
what these guys need to be
we'll just
standing
take this
straight up.
guy. The focus point, but I would need a new.
All right,
MP
so
to be
so
the
far this looks
animation.
awesome.
This
I'm a
guy
big fan of
is
this.
so
So fit this guy.
guy.
Now, what I want to
So
do.
he's standing straight up. Which is
So when he
is
animates
center.
they
Sit down! Now,
before actually parent center.
now stand up again! Cause it's time for the Manscaped Summer Sale!
We want to leave
Yes.
everything. This
animation.
particular entity here.
because he's making
So
the
first,
first.
so
So
guys need to
we'll
be
just
standing
take this
straight up.
guy. The focus
It's
point, but I
beautiful.
would need a new.
All right,
MP
so
to be
not
the
exactly
animation.
center,
Awesome.
but that's all right.
I'm a big fan of this. It's not going to kill this guy.
Now, what I want to do.
So
when he
let's
animates
go ahead and animate this.
Sit down!
I want it to be a loop. I'm not going to worry about the frames. So I'll just go 500.
Stand up again! Cause it's time for the Manscaped Summer Sale!
We want to leave
Yes.
everything
this
animation
particular entity here.
because he's making
And
the first.
so
So
we'll just
standing
take this
straight
guy.
up. And
The
set
focus
the
point.
aim,
Beautiful.
I would need a new
All right,
MP
so
to be
not
the
exactly
animation.
center,
Awesome.
but that's all right.
Where's my empty? So it's not going to kill this guy.
Now, what I want to do.
So
when he
let's go ahead and animate this.
Sit down!
I want it to be a loop. I'm not going to worry about the frames. So I'll just go 500.
Stand up again! Cause it's time for the Manscaped Summer Sale!
We want to leave
Yes.
everything
this
animation
particular entity here.
because he's making the
And
first.
so
So
we'll just
take
take
this
this
guy. And
The
set
focus
the
point.
aim,
Beautiful.
I would need a new
There it
MP.
is. So
Not
not exactly center,
That's
but
the
that's all
animation.
right.
Where's my empty? So it's not going to kill this guy.
When there's the
Now,
axis.
what I want to do.
So when he
Let's go ahead and animate this.
Sit down!
I want it to be a loop. I'm not going to worry about the frames. So I'll just go 500. Fix the audio. What's wrong with the audio?
Summer Sale!
We want to leave
Yes.
everything
this
animation
particular entity here.
because he's making the
And
first.
so
So
we'll just standing straight up.
should fix it.
Focus
Hey, can
point.
someone explain to me what's there in the
Beautiful.
audio? I
Not
can't
exactly center,
That's
but
the
that's all
animation.
right.
Where's my Let's find out. Return it.
When there's the
Now,
axis.
what I want to do.
Oh my God.
Let's go ahead and animate
I know the
this.
problem.
I want it to be a loop. I'm not going to worry about the frames. So I'll just go 500. Fix the audio. What's wrong with the audio? Now, we want to leave everything
This particular entity here.
because he's making the first. So all right. Sorry for the confusion here, guys. Now I'm reading it. I was so confused. Like, why are people saying I'm muted? I turned off the wrong thing. Now we're back. So stupid. I need a team. 150,000 subscribers. You'd think I'd have a team. It's me and a manager. And that's it. This is a prank. Your mic is actually muted. Oh, that'd be hilarious. That would be the funniest thing if my mic was fine and everyone as a group was like, ha! That would be insane if someone pulled that off. That would be hysterical. Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, this is like my 5th stream I've ever done. Nothing's metallic. It's not metallic. It's actually just seeing what's behind it. It's just a nice glass. So this guy's just going to do that thing, and the point of this loop is to just be pretty. So it's going to be doing that fun stuff, and it'll rotate, and it'll be awesome. Now this won't be a tutorial at all, unfortunately. This is going to be for my manager presented to me a music artist who needs just a loop, and I rarely do free stuff, but I've decided to do this for free, just for fun. And now we're streaming it, so I get a little bit of content out of it too. It's a win-win situation. Happens every time on Twitch. Yeah, I'm sure it does. Could you imagine if I had like a lot of viewers and that happened? That would be wildly embarrassing. All right, let's get some AI denoising and get that denoise, so I don't have to do a whole bunch of sample counts. This is a pretty bright render, so I don't have to worry too much. Had to burp. All right. This won't be 4K. I don't think so. Yeah, it's social media. Yeah, I do want to stream more. The only issue is school. I just have a lot of school to do. But good news to all is I'm in my last week of the semester, meaning a lot more streams to come. I'm moving to a new apartment, so better background to come, better Wi-Fi to come. What are your computer specs? 2 GeForce 2080 Supers and a Ryzen... I always forget the name of it. A AMD Ryzen 9 3900X 12-core processor. Fun stuff. Yeah, it's pretty much finished. Let's up the sample count to like 500. Even that's way too much. Let's do 300. See what happens. It's glass. Actually, since it's glass, we'll 500 it. Just because glass is kind of a annoying thing to render. It still renders fast, so it's all right. What are you majoring in? I'm majoring in graphic design. Because that's what I was doing before I did 3D fun stuff. But it works. You leaving ranch dressing guy, question mark? Well, he's in the other room talking on the phone, likely to his girlfriend. My roommate is occupied. Render 3, render 4, enter. Okay, let's do it again. This is a pretty render. This is like massive AE4 vibes. Absolutely. Not exactly in the middle. Did you do that on purpose? No, I didn't. Let's get those composition guides going. Well, let me check the render first. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. No, that was not on purpose. That's me not being very good at composition. All right. At eyeballing things perfectly. So let's get that center going. Okay, let's get my camera moved, actually. That's about even. Okay. Razzer, thank you for the $5. I really appreciate that. That's super generous of you, man. What's your cycle sampling at? Right now it's at 500 because I'm sampling glass, because I'm rendering glass. So I want to give it like a, I want to give it some breathing room, something nice. As I'm staring at this, I'm trying to think of like other things I could do with it. This render here. I mean, this can stop here. This is like good. Do more sci-fi stuff. I get way too many ideas from them. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do something in sci-fi. It's only 9:53. Here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to save this. I'm going to pour myself a drink. I'm going to come back, and we're going to make a sci-fi loop. Yeah, you can still see the mountains in the backdrop. Let's fix that. Then I'll go get my drink. Perfect. All right. Save. So I'm going to render this, get my drink, come back. We're going to get all sci-fi up in this. Dude, everybody's asking about you. Everybody's asking about you. Yeah, all right. We're drinking a little Old Smoky tonight. All right. So this is cool. Before we sci-fi it up, let me add some contrast, because I do want it to have a little bit more contrast. Color management. We'll bring that gamma down. Render it one more time. And then we'll head on over to Wi-Fi. It says he's telling the ranch dude about us. You guys are a secret. Let me send a picture to my manager. Because I don't think she saw my text. No, she did not. So, she's going to freak out. Because this looks awesome. Okay. So we're exiting out of this. Let's head on over, get a new scene, some new inspiration. Head on over to Pinterest, go back. We'll get our sci-fi love. Pack inspo. Let's go. So what do I want to make? We got all this sci-fi inspiration in front of us. How did you get into GFX and 3D? Being on Instagram every day, and my buddy Jansen Swint, he had gotten the software, Cinema 4D specifically. I'm putting on some socks before I continue. He got Cinema 4D. I thought it was amazing, and I'd already seen like Beeple and Hodes and a bunch of amazing people on there. And so I got Cinema 4D for like 3 months, got fed up with the paywalls, hopped on over to Blender, and started teaching it 3 or so months after learning it. So that's the synopsis, the brief description. What do I want to do? What do I want to make? I want some gritty, metallic, fun stuff going on. So what's recommended under here? Whoa, that looks awesome. Let's go into here, find some inspiration that way. I wish Cinema 4D was free. Yeah, it'd be cool, but it's a hell of a lot of work. Oh, it's a computer render. It's a hell of a lot of work, and I don't blame anyone for charging for something as powerful as Cinema 4D. I wouldn't blame them if they charged for Blender, because again, wildly powerful. Wow, these renders are really incredible. Shout out to that guy. What's his name? All that stuff. Oh, no, here we go. Rimba Lin. Super cool. Let's go triangle with it. Even though I feel like that's already limiting my inspiration I can go with, but let's go triangle with it and see. I don't know, man. Do I? No, I don't really like working with triangles, unfortunately. I feel limited by a triangle. But it could be a challenge. Let's do it. Let's challenge ourselves and get a beveled. Let's bevel the triangle. Try to expand it a little bit. I just don't like the sharp angles. You should consider having a Patreon page. I'd support you. Fun fact. I do have a Patreon page. It's in the description of every single one of my videos. And if you want to support me, that'd be amazing. But yeah, if you go on Patreon and type in Ducky3D, I'm on there as well. Fun fact. People are already telling him. Yeah, the comments are always going to be a little bit behind, unfortunately. All right, cylinder. We'll give it 3 vertices. RX90. Cool. RY8. Oops. SY8. Got them. And then let's take out these front portions. All right, Control A, apply scale. So let's go to this triangle piece. Where did I see it? Because I need to get some ideas from the triangles. Right here. Oh, that's right. I wanted to bevel it because that's kind of what he did here. We got other triangle stuff. Ooh, that looks super, super sick. I like that. That's nuts. Bevel, bevel, bevel. How much beveling do I want to do? We'll cap it at that. Apply it. All right, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? How do we want to approach this triangular? Ooh, I do like the volume. I really like the voluminous of that. Let's try something. We will wireframe it. We will hit that boundary. Bring that thickness up considerably. What happens if I were to bevel this? Cool, 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 cool. That's what I wanted. And now we can subsurf it and get a metallic organic fun with it. And then we'll kill all of that and then make it bigger on these sections. Okay. Just making it considerably bigger. Alright, we're already having fun. Let's get that camera. Well, first off, we should get some loop cuts. That's probably enough. Camera, camera, camera. Cool. So these big ones are going to be the ones that contain the lights. All right. So if I were to just run my camera through. All right, dope. Whew, what PC did you start on? I started on a gaming laptop. I forget the exact one, but it was a HP gaming laptop. All right. Whew. Let's get that. Oh, we don't need to do that. We could just instance it. New collection, TUBE. Collection. Oh, crap. Collection. Collection M, new collection. We'll just call it collection 2. Collection instance, collection 2. All right, dope. Why am I not using an array? Because arrays are kind of limiting, and these allow you to add objects within it and updates on every extension, and these are less heavy on your computer as well. They don't really add that much overall topology to the scene, and that's always super nice. Okay. I like this. So if I were to, and let's add some loop cuts in this guy as well. The same amount. All right, cool. So what this does is add a nice amount of parallax with the bigger pieces and the smaller pieces. Yeah, Octane is freaking awesome. I have it on the computer. I haven't taken the time to fully learn it yet, but those tutorials are coming. The Octane tutorials are definitely coming. So don't lose hope. For those of you who really want to learn it, if you just want to wait, I'm going to learn it pretty soon. If you don't really want to deal with, like, you know, learning it on your own and stuff. I know a lot of people don't like to do that. I'm going to be learning it. So if you want to wait or learn it on your own, either way, it's coming. All right, let's go ahead and get in a cube, move it to collection. Crap. 2. All right, I want it to encompass, so we'll just S8. Apply the scale. Let's go ahead and get, well, this guy's definitely going to need to be invisible. What's visibility? Viewport display, wire. All right, let's go ahead and get our area lights. Area light. Make them smaller. Bring it to there. Small like that. And I want to put it on top of each loop cut. And where's my area? First area light. All right, we got one on each loop cut. Let's make this a volume object, and then we'll see the magic. We will then see the Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson, basketball player. All right. We're already AI denoising. Bad. Bad. All right, cool. The reason why I don't like AI denoising, because, I don't know, I'm used to having to figure out what's going on within the noise anyway. All right, let's get all these area lights and add them to the collection so we can see everything now. So each area light needs to be considerably brighter, probably by 100. Now, I did a bad thing. I didn't use my area light trick like I should have. And that makes me a bad person. So here's what I'm going to do. Oh, I can't. It's already part of a collection. All right, so all these guys are going to be purple. Lamborghini Mercy purple. Let's get this world brightness to nothing. Alright, so first light. This light is not purple, but 100 in strength. Make it a strength of 100. This last one, purple. Strength of 100. Now we're working with this. Big complaint. Too much volume. So 0.01, much better. That's a lot better. Let's go ahead and start getting these metallic materials in. I do want to do one thing, and that is get some sort of LED portions of this thing. Ooh, I got a good idea. Here's what I'll do. I'll bring this in here. Bring this in here. We will subdivide it. Do that. Bear with me, guys. We will now build it It's supposed to be using the... Come on now. Use it. Build. Oh, here we go. Randomize. There we go. We'll do that, and then we'll make them emissive. And what that's going to allow is some fun lights to go within the scene. We'll make it blue. We'll subdivide it again. I want smaller pieces. All right. So we'll make these pretty bright, allowing me to get, where's my cube here? 0.1 on the brightness. Ah, it's too much. Let's kill these area lights, see what happens. Nothing good. You know what? Let's hop on over to Eevee. Ambient occlusion, bloom, screen space selections, motion blur. Get our area lights back. It's been a hot minute since I've used Eevee, and that's not good. Because that's why a lot of you started watching me to begin with. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and apply the build. So now we have all these random guys, which is really cool. It would be cool, out of curiosity, is if we wireframed it. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Let's start shading this really quick. COL, let's shade this metal. Get a Musgrave. Control T. So dimension down, detail up. Scale of 1. Let's get that same material down there. Now it's way too gritty, so let's go ahead and bring this up some. We just want a mild amount of grit. Bring this down some, and then bring this white portion down as well. I don't want it to be 100% non-reflective. Very cool. Let's go ahead and make it loop. Camera. All right. Make sure my interpolation is correct. Yep, linear. All right, let's see where I'm at. Are we at the end? Yeah. Oops, I'm moving the collection. Camera, there we go. And 120 frames. Let's go to the end. We're at -8, so we gotta go to +8. Cool. I'm gonna bring the brightness of these lights, since we're in Eevee, let's make the brightness of the lights at 25. Actually 20, sorry. Alright. See, look how dynamic that looks now. Alright. Woo! Hoo-hoo! Is this the correct frame rate? Yeah. Ah, man. Let's get the brightness of these little cubes higher. Look at that. Damn, boy. Let's do something else. Get this first area light. Where's he at? him. Very cool. I want to get this first area light here. Duplicate him to be here and here. Scale it up. Both of them. So that's the last two. Let's make it blue. Power 300. Is he doing what I want him to do? Oh, the volume's not out there. Alright. Now he's doing what I want him to do. I mean, in a way. More the teal. There we go. 1000 and give it that blue. So now we're having a little bit of fun out there. You can see it. Let's give it 3000. That's it. Nah, 2. And then this other one as well, 2000. And then what we're gonna have to do is get this contrast down, because it's way too washed out. So that would be the color management. This is something I do in probably every tutorial. Let's get that color management up. And then this metal, is that the full white? First off, we need to be back at the beginning. No, that's not. Okay. I want this to be as bright as possible, this metal. Come on now, come back. There we go. I want it to be reflecting a good amount. And then what we'll do, duplicate this and get some better reflection going on into the roughness. With this one being all the way black. And what that's gonna let me do is make it nice and reflective. And get a nice vibe. Thickness of this wireframe needs to come up. Alright, now we're doing cool stuff. If I were to render it, how does it look? It's looking cool. I'm gonna click this outer rim and make sure I'm talking about it. Yeah, I'm gonna click him and make it not quite so reflective. Make it look a little bit cleaner because it's really screaming at me. That's better. Cool, 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 cool. Maybe this inner one as well can be a little bit cleaner, but still get some nice reflection. And then our area lights can be a little bit brighter as well now that everything is more contrasted. These pink ones. So we'll give it like 40. Yeah. Yeah, that's looking better. Because they were a bit too dark in hindsight. Alright, so I'm going to render this frame and composite a little bit. Specifically, what I always like to do is glare node it. Alright, cool. We'll give it 2 streaks. We'll bring that color module out. We'll bring that fade out. And we'll bring that mix down. Actually, you know what? Forget this particular one. Let's redo it. Actually, let's go back to streaks. What am I doing? It's not angled the way I want it, though. Bring my iterations up. Get my fade up. There we go. And then we'll bring that mix down so it's not so, like, in your face. Okay, see, that's subtle. I like the subtlety of that. And then let's also lens distort it. Oh, come back. All right, lens distortion. dispersion. Yeah. Now we got a little bit of dispersion going on, lens distortion, cool loop. And then we'll pop that into the final composite. And this is our design. But of course, do we want to of course it? Oh man, this is super dope. I haven't done like a cool animation in a hot minute. So I'm super happy. I'm worried about this final image though. I feel like there's something not looping correctly, but we can fix that later in the final render. We'll call it 80s stream. Save Blender file. The stream was so short. Actually, I've been streaming for how long have I been streaming? Over an hour. This has been one of my longer streams, but oh man, am I having fun. Oh, let me guess. This last light isn't quite as bright. There's, I mean, I know inconsistencies when I see them. Okay. No, there must not be. It must be just viewport. Let's render this part, see how we're looking. Eevee is so awesome and fast. All right. That's the render. That's the sci-fi thing. What time is it? 10:19 for me. How does it look in cycles? I don't even want to attempt it in cycles just because of the volume. That will look so incredibly terrible. Wow, this is so cool. Let's speed it up by bringing that focal length. Oh man, just the mystery that I've created here with these pillars out here, that just gives it a whole nother dimension. You know what I'll do? Do you want to know what I'll do? Let's give it one more dimension of parallax kind of ness. We'll duplicate this. We'll bring it way far out. Let's go ahead and kill the wireframe. Give it another build. Oops. And just give it a couple. Like that. And then wireframe. And then we'll apply the build. And then we'll, of course, boundary it, thickness it, apply scale it. So, what that does is now we have a couple random ones way out there as well. And that really adds to it. Wow, I haven't done this in a minute. I was actually in class today. I was like, man, I haven't done like a loop in a while. I kind of miss doing them. And then I did a stream. So yeah, we're going to save this. We're going to call it a night. We're going to end the stream here. Thank you everybody for watching. Yeah, man. This was fun. This was actually super, super fun. 225 of y'all watching. That's awesome. I don't know where the stopping stream button went. So now you guys are going to watch me be confused for a couple minutes while I try to figure out where'd it go? There should be an end stream button. Yeah, it's gone. My stream was being kind of funny when I started it. So I'm going to try to figure it out. And yeah, I'm going to stop the stream. You guys are probably just going to watch me stare.